But, you talk to some people, and they're out in the country, and they got tons and tons of property where they could string up anything. And that's pretty cool, where you can put up a ton of wire.
Yeah, that sounds, you're quite creative. It sounds fine. In fact, it's better than that. It's very, very clear, very clear. So, and I got a strong...
Hey, Rich, it's Jeff, NJ2US.
A lot of ingenuity there. You must be on the first floor?
Yes, I'm on the first floor here, and so the cable comes right out from the Ballon right in. And Jeff is in here also. Jeff, nice to hear you. Welcome to the group.
Hey, good evening. I'll say hello to both you fellas. Name is Jeff, Juliet Echo Fox down in Cape May, New Jersey, and good to hear you, Rich. And Rich, I've been kind of following you from a distance. I don't want to interrupt because you guys are talking about antennas, and I'm receiving the other fellow, really very nice 5.9, you're 5.9 plus here in Cape May. I felt bad. I feel like I took your amplifier from you. I'm on it now, by the way. This is the ACOM running really good. Did you find something yet?
Tell you what I did. HRO had a SB220, and they said it's $495. So I called them up. They said it's as is. We can't test it out. It's under consignment. And they said we don't have a 220 plug here. But really, they could have changed the tap and the power supply and just put a 120 on it to test, But so I took a gamble. They said the fellow was the one owner who had it, So I got it. The relay keyed maybe once or twice, doing full wattage, 1,200 watts, and then it stopped. So I took it to KJI Electronics right here in town, and he said it's the relay. He didn't really want to bother with it, So I paid him for his time, and because it stopped working, then I got it home and it worked and stopped. So HRO was very nice. They said, we talked to the fellow original owner, and he's going to give you 125 back. So I have 550 into it because I paid 90 for shipping tax. So with all that 125 off, I have 550 into it. KJI said it's one of the cleanest I've ever seen. It is a beautiful looking amp. And I got the receipt from the old guy that had it since new. And so I figured, let me see if I can get anybody around New Jersey to fix it. I'd be happy to pay them to fix it. I couldn't find anybody. It's just one of those things. So I hate it to see it go. I put it out there. As soon as I put it out there, a guy replied. He sent me a deposit for it. And it's a shame. It's a beautiful amp. Just, it needs that relay in there. And there's a lot of wires attached to it. And I don't want to start fooling with it, breaking anything. So what happened was I was looking then for a solid state amp, something light. I just don't want heavy. So I seen some ACOM, I think it's a 1200S. They want 3,700 for it, and it does probably 1,100 watts or so. And then I saw, I know a fella out here that has a Meritron ALS 1306. And I thought, should I buy that? It was $2,800 with the tax $3,000. I'm figuring, is this thing going to bleed all over the place? So I took a shot. I ordered it. It came in today. I hooked it up, and it doesn't get into the telephones, nothing TV or anything. So, and I've been putting out about 1,100 watts with it, and it's been running flawlessly. So it's light, which is good. But it's a shame. Like I said, that guy is going to get the amp. He'll love this SB220. It's gorgeous.
That's very cool. Wow, you said a couple things that are very nice. So you're on the 1306 now, nice amplifier. Don't run it too much higher than that. You look pretty clean. I don't see too much IMD on your signal, so congratulations on that. That's pretty good. You rang a bell for me, and I can't believe this. When I went up to visit you that day, and I said, wow, why does this place look so familiar? Well, that's why. One time I was doing work up in that area, the company I do my second career with up there, we have a lot of customers up in the North Jersey area, and I stopped into KJI Electronics there on Pompton, and it's just now connecting in my brain that that's your town.
Yeah, I know Gene for years. I've been in here, 74 I've been in town. Yeah, I know him a lot of years. And he used to have in his house, well, you remember, he used to sell out of his garage. Then he was up in Caldwell. He had a store up there. And then he moved in town here. And, I know him a lot of years. And, it's good hearing you. I've been so busy. I didn't meet, not even on the air or anything. I just got on today. I've just been off everything. I've been fooling with these computers. I bought some computers and loading them up with Windows 10 Pro, and they drive you crazy. So, and then without the app, I figure I'm not getting on the air. I got to wait till I get there. I'm crazy.
All right. Hey, I got to jump out of here real quick, Richie. I saw you were asking around. Did you know Eric Kilo 2 Charlie Bravo? You might want to write that down. Eric, he does repair work. Do you know Eric?
Yeah, I know him a lot of years, but second time he did it to me. So, I mean, he's a great guy. He really is. Maybe he's too busy. I'm not sure, but I called him another time, and he says, yeah, call me Saturday. We'll set it up for Saturday. I said, I'll just meet you Saturday. He says, well, look, call me Saturday so we could set a time. And then that Saturday I called. He never answered nothing, left messages. It was a few years back. Then I thought, should I call him now? Let me give him a call. I called him. It was during the week. He says, yeah, I know right what it is. Not a problem. He said, I can take care of it. I said, oh, good. I said, can I bring it Saturday? He says, call me Saturday. We'll set a time. Same thing as last time. And then he answers. So I said, the heck with it. Let me sell the thing. I don't want to beg anybody to do it. So I figured just sell it.
All right, I don't want to make excuses for the guy. I've known him a long time, but I just talked to him recently. He did, he's done a lot of work on these ACOMs as well, and he said something to me that is pretty relevant. He said, he goes, I got to be honest. He goes, I really like to do the bench work, but what I'm finding out is he is working so much overtime with the Big M that he's been neglecting bench work, and it's just better financially for him to grab that overtime. So I think that may have been the cause of that. He's just working a lot of overtime, and the Big M has been doing a lot of consolidating and whatnot, and I think they're just working his butt to the bone. All right, well, very cool. Well, good luck. Good to hear you. Booming signal from Cedar Grove today down there in the Cape May, Richie, and I'll listen for you again. NJ2US. Sorry, the other fella, I didn't mean to cut him out. I feel really bad. I know he's in there listening. He had a nice, strong signal. Let me get out of here.
All right, Jeff. Yeah, thanks for stopping in here. No, I would never, ever say anything bad about Eric. He's always, I got to tell you, I know him for years. He's always been polite, very courteous, not at all saying anything bad. Just that I always wondered, I wonder what happened, what? So, yeah, and that I did think of as well. It could be, I guess, with his job, he's busy as hell and doesn't want to get into it. But, yeah, he's always been polite and very nice with me. But in any case, Jeff, yeah, it was a pleasure to hear you. Yeah, I'm glad you're happy with the amp and everything. It was, like I say, great for me. But I had those extra tubes, and I figure they're good to have, well, first of all, I threw them in. The other ones, like what I have it, 3 or 4 years, and they were unmatched, I told you. And I put them in there. I took the ones that came with the amp. As soon as I got it new, I took those out and figured, let me check these, the ones I bought on eBay. They worked all those years perfectly. Always put out for watch. Then one day I turned it on, and I forgot the error that came up, and I says, I bet you it's the tubes. Why would they go like that? So I took the other ones out, put the new ones that are in there, then it worked perfectly. I said, the damn tube. And here I thought, well, I'm matched. They're working, but I guess it caught up to them. Yeah, they're rugged tubes. I mean, but they do have lifespans, and just depending on, what's been going on with them. I have 2 spare sets here now. In addition to the pair I got from you, I've just been collecting them. I'm just going to have a closet full. That way, the tubes will outlive me and the amplifier. By the way, for solid state, I think I mentioned to you before, and I think the last time we chatted, I have an SPE 1.5K here. That's that 20-pounder with the power supply built in. That sucker puts out legal limit, doesn't even break a sweat. So that's my backup amplifier now. I've been using the 2000 pretty much exclusively because it just sits here. The SPE solid state amplifier is louder than the ACOM 2000. That ACOM 2000 doesn't make a sound. It just sits there so quiet. All right, buddy. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, just real quick, that's another thing. I was shocked when I got that amp because I'm used to noisy fans. You know, they got a race. And all the time I talked off it, I said, why is this thing so quiet? Sounds good. I mean, never had a problem with it. I said, wow. I was shocked. Now I got the ALS 1306. Oh, you can hear it. You definitely can hear it. I moved it over a little further, so hopefully it's not as loud. But, yeah, that thing is calm as anything. Well, that was built. That amp, like I say, was quality built. Real nice. And you can't go wrong with it. Definitely not. And I'm glad you're happy with it, Jeff. And you have a good weekend here. And hope to talk to you again soon. KF2 Goofy Guy, GG.
All right, Goofy Guy. I'll stop back again and say hello. It's nice to hear you too, Richie. NJ2US, QSY.
7-3, Jeff. And I'm sorry, the other station, you still with us?
Have a good day, folks.
I'm sorry, was the other station signing as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The KD3KX out.
Okay, we'll say 7-3, and again, thanks for stopping in. It should be busy tomorrow night. I think a lot of the guys should be in here. Everybody's busy today. KF2 Golf.
Yeah, Rich, nice talking with you, but I am on a dinner call. Take care.
All right, again, congrats with that 890. Beautiful rig, 7-3. All right, I guess it's pretty quiet out here now. I'm going to shut down and take a bath and then see what the missus is up to. So 7-3. By any chance, Ron, you out here? KF2 Goofy Guy, clear.
CQ Virginia, K1RZ. Is this frequency in use, please?
NB90.
NB90, K1RZ, K1RZ. Are you in Virginia? Go ahead.
No, I'm in Illinois. K1RSS, is that correct?
Yeah, okay.
Well, yep, you're 5-9 into Illinois.
Okay, thank you.
By any time. We're usually here Monday through Monday, about 5:30 to 7 o'clock every day. Have a great time. Good luck.
Thank you, 73, K1. Mike Delta, go ahead.
Yeah, it's Kilo 4 X-Ray Lima. 214 Amherst, AMH.
Got it. Thank you so much. K4XL, all the best. K1 Radio Zulu. Any RZ.
Kilo 4 Echo India.
K4 Echo India, thank you. K1RZ, copy 79 Maryland, Mike Delta.
Thank you for Maryland. Please copy 67. That will.
Thank you. K1RZ. Anybody else in Virginia? Anyone else in Virginia, please? K1RZ.
Kilo November 4, Mike Kilo X-Ray.
X-Ray. K1RZ. K1RZ. Copy number 80. And in Maryland.
QSL, please copy 6565 in Montgomery, Mike Oscar November.
I got it, thanks. And confirm the call. Kilo November 4, Mike Kilo X-Ray. Is that correct?
QSL.
Thank Maryland.
November Bravo Kilo Delta 4 Victor Mike India.
KD4 VMI, thank you. Copy 8181 Mike Delta, Maryland.
QSL, you are my number 011 in Spotsylvania.
Romeo Kilo Echo. Thank you. Please copy number 8282, Mike Delta, Maryland.
Copy that, 82 MD. The call here is November 7 Romeo.
Radio Zulu 73. Somebody else out there in Virginia, please. K1RZ.
November.
Hotel Mike, thanks so much. All the best. Anybody else in Virginia? Anyone else in Virginia for the Virginia QSL party? K1RZ in Maryland.
Kilo 4, Papa Romeo Bravo, K.
84, Mike Delta.
The city of Suffolk, Sierra Uniform X-ray. Go ahead.
QSL, thank you so much. Good signal from Suffolk. Doing great here. I appreciate you checking in. All the best. K1 Radio Zulu. Anybody else out there from Virginia? Anyone in Virginia? K1RZ. Yankee Mobile. Yankee Mobile. Give me your call again. Yankee Mobile. Go ahead. William, and I don't quite, is that KWN, Kilo Whiskey Mike? Thank you, K1RZ. Anybody else in Virginia? Anyone else in Virginia? K1RZ in Maryland. Anybody else in Virginia? Anybody in Virginia? K1RZ, K1 Radio Zulu in Maryland.
I'm not in Virginia, but I'd like to say hello, K3DNA.
Hey, oh my gosh. Formerly a Maryland. That's not bad. And look where you are. Everything, K1RZ.
I'm doing well, Dave. We just had a very enjoyable day out and about when a couple antique stores, but I knew that the Virginia QSL party was on, so I thought I'd get on and make a little bit of noise. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I've had a lot of trouble getting my rig back on here today. I touched.
This has become so complex now. I need to take better notes. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I need a notebook for everything. To go.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, Ed. You're right. That's exactly what my wife said.
Our lady.
Okay, listen, we'll talk some more. I think there's a Virginia station on who probably wants to hopefully connect with us or what, but somebody Anybody in Virginia, please? Anybody in Virginia? K1RZ in Maryland.
4 Alpha Delta Quebec.
K4 Fox India Oscar. Thank you. Copy 8686 Mike Delta. Oscar K1RZ. Copy 8686 Mike Delta.
K1RZ, please copy 47 Alpha Romeo Lima, 47 Arlington.
QSL, thanks so much. All the best. Appreciate you. K1RZ. K1RZ.
Kilo 4 Alpha Delta Quebec.
4 Uncle Delta Quebec. UDQ. Copy 8787 Maryland. Mike Delta.
It's Alpha Delta Quebec. America, David Queen.
America, David Queen. I got it. Go ahead.
94 Prince William. Papa Romeo Whiskey.
QSL, thank you. Virginia, please. K1RZ. CQ in Virginia. CQ Virginia from K1RZ. K1 Radio Zulu in Maryland. CQ Virginia from K1RZ. K1. CQ Virginia, K1RZ in Maryland. K1RZ, K1 Radio Zulu in Maryland. CQ Virginia, K1RZ, K1 Radio Zulu in Maryland. CQ Virginia. CQ Virginia, K1RZ, K1 Radio Zulu in Maryland. Virginia. Anybody out there for the Virginia QSO party? Anybody in Virginia? K1RZ. K1R.
Oh, Delaware. This is November 4th. For the Virginia QSO.
Papa. 88 Mike Delta, K1RZ.
Okay, I got 88 company in Maryland. Calling.
Yeah, I missed your call. I think I've got your call, but that's all I've got. November 4, Charlie Whiskey Papa, is that right?
That's correct. I don't have your call at all.
Okay, my call is Kilowatt 1 Radio Zulu. Kilowatt 1 Radio Zulu.
Kilowatt 1. And was it 88 contact?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland. I'm trying to work stations in Virginia. Are you in Virginia? Go ahead.
Yes, I am. I'm in Fairfax. The N4CWT number 005 of Fairfax County.
You checking aboard, and we're really close. I guess it's getting a little long at this point, but thanks so much. 73 N4 CWP K1RZ. Anybody else in Virginia? Anybody else in Virginia? K1RZ. CQ Virginia.
Bravo 9, Oscar. Oh, hey, Dan. Good to hear you. Yeah, I think too much is the operative word. I've been here since about 5:30, and one station came in there and asked if the frequency is in use, and I said yes, and all you just started calling CQ. I had a hard time, so I don't know. He called CQ for a while and left. Have a great day outside today. Found one nice shed. I wish I was looking for the other, but I only found one half of it. Nice beam on it. About 5 points, 10 point plus is lost. Started in here. That's what I found. No, I wasn't looking for it either. It was right at the start of my day. To get outside and do chores in the yard. I think I spotted that thing maybe 10 feet away. What'd you get done today?
Oh, not a whole lot. Punched around. I had to run to the house. Another one.
Yeah. Well, that happens from time to time. had a car come up down the lane today, and well, I saw the tail lights, really. And it was Amazon. It wasn't an Amazon truck. It just looked like some civilian car. Well, more work for someone, I'm sure.
Well, I guess he had plans of building one hell of a station.
Well, one thing's for sure, he couldn't take it with him.
No, that's sure.
I'm going to play around with this a little bit more and get more stuff set up here, and I'll be back here later in the night.
Okay, yep, me too.
Same here. Have a good evening. See you guys later on around 8:30 or so, NJ2US.
Oh, Gary, did you go through your segments yet?
No, that's all stuff I need to do. I'm going to run well, if you run default and you run external tuner, you don't need to change it off default.
Yeah, I did read that. I think when I had my other one, I did it anyway.
I'm going to do it on the live antenna, bypass the tuner, just see what it does. All right, NC3C.
Okay, talk to you later.
Hey, when you do that, try to take a reading of what the difference is, whether you use, pick a frequency like 1855, read what your power out is at default, and then read what your power out is if you do an auto tune. I'm just curious if you see much of a difference. I do. I see about a 30-watt difference. Just curious. Thanks. See you.
Yeah, in a grand scheme of things, that's not too much of it to really worry about, I would think.
Nope.
NC3Z, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NC3Z, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NC3Z, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. NC3Z, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
récoder 12 kW, Victor récoder est en voie, c'est quoi?
1212. Test 1, 2, 3.
Sounds like you got the amplifier. Whiskey 1, Papa Echo Fox.
All right, Paul. Yes, I did.
Good signal.
Yep, I'm only driving it with about 30 watts, and we're doing about 1,000 watts.
Well, you're somewhere between 10 and 15 over.
Okie dokie, very good.
Better than when you were barefoot over.
Okay, just checking. All right, I'll be right back. W2NER.
W2NER, Whiskey 1, Papa Echo Fox.
And C3Z, who's around tonight?
Whiskey 1 Papa Echo Fox is here.
Hello, Paul. What's going on?
Not much. Just sitting here cursing ARRL.
Okay. I don't know if Nick or Jeff are back. We were on here for a while earlier in the evening, and should be back here about 8:30 or so.
Nick was here. It sounds like he has his new amp.
Yeah, we were on here, but the Europeans were getting a little bit too strong, causing a bit of QRM.
Are you on your new amp?
Yes, I am.
Good signal. Good. Sounds good. Sounds deep and rich.
Oh, good. I was hoping it changed the audio.
Yeah, I noticed on Jeff, I think it was last night, it just sounded, I don't know how to say, warmer, deeper. It just sounded better.
Well, that's curious.
Well, you sound better, too, and, I could hear Nick rather well, and he said he wasn't overdriving.
This is only about 900 watts out right now.
You're coming in crystal clear.
Just trying to set up DD-Util. DD-Util will do a bunch of integration between Thetis and the ACOM and set drive levels. You can set up different profiles. We'll do a lot of different things.
Now, what software is that?
DD-Util.
And that's for the ACOM?
Oh, no, it's for a bunch of different radios and a bunch of different amplifiers. It will integrate to the, it'll integrate to the Alpha 9500, the KPA 500, KPA 1500, the Cat 500, Alpha 87, ACOM 2000, SPE, ICOM PW1.
Boy, I never heard of it.
Oh, it's been around for a long time.
Well, Gary, I'm obviously getting old. I'm beginning to feel like I'm inadequate. I got a new TSQL, and all my logging for L Logbook of the World just died.
Actually, if you're doing the update to TQSL, just updating your certificate, that's just straightforward. It's easy to do.
Yeah, I know it expired, but and then I went and got it renewed and followed the directions, and now everything it won't take any of my contacts and put them into LOTW. It says they're not associated or something along that line. So I got a trouble ticket in with HRD to see if they can help me.
Well, that's kind of bizarre. I still hear the Europeans in here calling CQDX.
Oh, I love those contesters.
Yeah, no, not DX, but yeah, they call it CQ contest.
There seems to be a contest almost every weekend now. Well, my wife comes home tomorrow night, so I won't be on the radio.
Okay. Yeah, these ACOM 2000 were truly new in the box, never opened.
Well, then you truly got a good deal.
My power output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. About just a tad over 900 watts right now.
Well, on the little meter here on the Elecraft, you were hitting 20 or maybe a little over 20. Dick was here for a little while. He said he'd be right back.
I'll tell you, this ACOM 2000 is truly whisper quiet.
Have any trouble lifting and moving it?
No, actually not difficult at all.
Jeff said his transformer was on some sort of pallet or something like that in the shipping box?
Yeah, they ship it bolted to a piece of hardwood plywood, and it's got its own carrying handle built into the transformer.
Was yours pre-wired with the correct 240 cable?
Yes.
I noticed in VX Engineering they charge another $5 or $10 for putting on a 240 cable.
Yeah, which is a 10-second job. C3Z on the 20.
Whiskey 1, Pop Echo Fox. Weren't you having some sort of exercises this weekend?
No, it's actually, I was off a week. It's actually next weekend.
Well, that gave you time to play with your early Christmas gift. Well, you have one, Jeff has one, Nick has one. Does Chaz have one?
No. The nice thing, it's just a black box. You just set it away out of the way, and you just get a little tiny control head for controlling all of it. You don't need to have access to the amp for anything.
Well, Jeff was saying they make a 10 antenna switch that coordinates right with it, and that sounds like a neat thing.
Yeah, I played around with this. I bypassed the tuner and just went straight to the antenna on this band, and the amplifier automatically loads into it end to end, which is unbelievable. This is the same tuner that the SPE amplifier would not tune.
Wow.
Just takes a few seconds of a carrier just for a few seconds, and the amplifier automatically tunes and loads itself. I mean, it's pretty amazing how quick it does it.
Are you going to stockpile a couple tubes too?
You know, I'll start looking around. I didn't want to do that until the amp got here and I knew it was working.
It's amazing that people would buy equipment and then just leave it and never do anything with it, and then he never got a chance to even build his shack, the guy who did the initial order.
No, was more than just these 2 amps. He had like 20 to 30 pieces of high-end equipment he never opened up the boxes on.
Well, you'll have to update your QRZ page with pictures of the new install.
The problem is it's invisible in the shack. It's behind the monitor. You don't even see it from the operating position.
At your QRZ page, yeah, you have plenty of room for just a little controller. You could probably put it right next to your little your Yaesu rotor control.
No, that's all filled up with the control. That's got the stream deck and that's got the receive antenna controller there. There's no room there. Oh, that was so nice. Thank you. Yeah, the contesters are, I don't know if you're hearing them, but they're pretty strong.
Well, that one was a pretty strong signal.
No, I'm talking about the people call CQ contests. Can you hear them?
No, I don't hear those.
Yeah, at least I get the vertical back up today.
Any damage?
No. Why?
No, I guess you took it down for all the storm?
Yeah, because the weather forecasters were giving a very doom and gloom forecast, and we got absolutely nothing out of it.
Oh, that sucks. They were wrong here, too. They were saying we were going to get 1 to 3 inches of snow and never got it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what map they were looking at, but yeah, I don't think it was in this country.
Yeah. Well, I wonder which model they were using, the U.S. model or the European model?
I don't know, but I was horribly wrong. NC3Z.
Whiskey 1, Pop Echo Fox.
We're at 5 new countries on 10 meters today.
Well, you got to be close. You're really racking up the different countries.
Yeah, I'm up to 80 now on 10 meters. That's just since last August. Somewhere down South America, Grenada, Guadalupe, Saint Martin. So those were down in the Caribbean, but I also did work and confirm a 9 Juliet over in Zambia.
I thought you'd done Zambia or one of the African ones.
I've done a bunch of the African ones, but Zambia is right smack dab in the middle of the continent. But I've got the other ones around it, but boy, 10 has just been popping. It's been pretty damn good.
Well, I got to get busy and get the JK antenna out of the boxes and start doing an assembly.
Lou?
W1DIG,
Lou, wake up. Yeah, again, NC3Z. Somebody's there in the noise. Lou, where are you? W1DIG. Hello, Lou. Where are you, Lou? It was a bit breezy today, about 20-mile-an-hour winds, but I was able to get the 55-foot vertical back up again.
Did you do it by yourself, or did your wife help?
She helped me just to keep it from going side to side as I hoisted it from horizontal to vertical, just to keep it, just keep a little bit of pressure on it, just so it doesn't get out of alignment.
You said it's about, what, 55 feet?
Yeah, it's 55 feet of aluminum. It goes from 2.5 inch at the base and tapers to 1.5 inches at the top. So even all the way at the tip top, it's pretty stout. Yeah, go ahead. What's your call? November Charlie 3 Zulu. Yeah, try it one more time. I copied 4 Foxtrot Delta. Is that correct? I'm not sure if he's talking to us or not.
He's not talking to me because I don't hear him.
Yeah, there must be a contest going on in Europe.
Well, I don't know what happened to Nick. He was there strong.
Maybe blew his amplifier up.
Oh, that's terrible. Gary, the CD utility, did you use that at all? I mean, I don't know if that works with the K3S or not.
It actually would, because the K3 uses the Kenwood protocol, so yes, that would work perfectly with it.
All right. Well, maybe when I'll bookmark it maybe when I get the nonsense done here with my TQSL.
W2 and ER.
There he is.
I was just using DDUtil just to set the drive.
Okay.
Sounded like a big sigh there, Nick.
Nah, just been real busy, that's all. Past couple of days. So I'm just using the default right now, Gary. I haven't done anything with the segments yet.
If you drive it into a 50 ohm load, then you're supposed to be using the default.
Yeah, well, I'm using the external tuner, so I'm sure it's not a problem.
Well, that's where you're supposed to be. That's where it's supposed to be then. But it's pretty amazing. Without a tuner, this amplifier would load into this vertical on all across 160, and that damn SPE amplifier with a built-in tuner wouldn't even touch it.
Yeah, I was just going to say the SPE didn't work.
Wouldn't tune it, but this amplifier without a tuner will load into the same vertical.
And I'll bet you're probably not losing that much.
No. NC3.
W2 NER.
Whiskey 1 Papa Echo Fox.
That just shows you how far that tuning range is on the ACOM. That's amazing.
Well, they don't lie when they say 3 to 1.
Well, actually, the book, the manual says 2 to 1 on 160, but still had no problem. Even though my lowest SW is 2.4 on this freak, and it goes up over 4 to 1 as you go up higher. Her servo motors.
Thing's fast, ain't it?
I know. Well, even if I was doing it into the antenna, that auto tune is still lickety split.
And you know what? It makes you say to yourself, okay, why couldn't Palstar do that with the auto tuner? I mean, all you hear is ram, ram, ram.
Yeah, I know.
NJ2US.
We heard you. We heard your servos going.
I'm going to try tuning into the 160 meter loop. This will be the first time I did this. If you see smoke coming from the north, you'll know what it is. It's about a 3.6 to 1. That's why I was curious when you said it tuned out the 4 to 1.
Try it, see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think I'll blow anything up. Hold on. Alrighty. Okay, answers that question.
And?
Reflected power too high, 625 watts.
Yeah. At what output level?
Well, at the tune level, right? So the tune level is about, and you really can't change that. The only thing you can do is vary the drive input between 10 and 20. It can be too low, it can be too high. So that results in like a 400 to 500 watt output.
And it was getting that much back and reflected?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I think the SWR here might be a little higher than, maybe it's closer to, I don't know. Well, let me check. Every meter says something different here. All right, the PALSTAR watt meter says 3.29 to 1. The LPA 100, which is the LP 100, is at the very input of the PALSTAR, says 5.2 to 1. While we have a pause here, I'm going to hook my rig, my AA30 directly to the antenna just to get a reading from an analyzer. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. You know, the jets are low tonight. I don't know if you can hear that. Do you hear that in the background?
Yeah, I heard.
What was that, Paul?
That was me, Whiskey 1 Pop Echo Fox. I'm not hearing it.
Okay, but you heard it, Nick?
Yep, I heard it.
Yeah, they're really low tonight.
Yeah, sometimes they're so low over here, it shakes the house.
Alrighty, NJ2US, 6.9 to 1.
Wow.
Yeah, that's high.
Not really.
Well, I mean, for that amplifier, that's high.
Oh yeah, for the amplifier to try to tune that out, absolutely. But for a full wavelength loop at 600 feet and open wire feed line, that's nothing. And let's see, can you hear me at 4 watts? 4 watts?
Can't tell you any difference.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it down. There's 1 watt, 1.01 watts.
Yep, still Q5 copy.
Yeah. Where's the wattage being lost? It's really it's just the beauty of a balanced open wire feeder. Are you guys all running the 1,499.99 watts?
No, I'm running about 900 right now.
Oh, okay. Rather conservative.
Let's see, I'm right around almost 1,100.
Yeah, it's nice. I'll just roll it back. There's 1,100. Okay, 1,100. That's cool.
And the C3.
NJ2US.
W2AR.
When I ran that auto tune on that SWR, it grunted and groaned for about 1.5 to 2 seconds, and then went to standby with a nice red message. Reflected power too high! Exclamation point! 600. What I say? 620 watts. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, so a DDU tilt, since it has two amplifiers, you can set the auto drive up for 2 amps. I'm going to set one profile for 1,000 watts and one for 1,500 watts.
Nice. And you're just you're coming in on that RS-232 port, 2-3 crossed and 9, right?
No, 5. 2, 3, 5 straight.
5 is straight through, right? Yep.
Hey, if I was to color code all of the cables I have behind my desk, I'd have every color in the rainbow back there.
Yeah, I gave up labeling wires. I just do give it a couple tugs and see what moves. That's how I find them.
Yep, that's what I do. I don't try and keep it neat anymore.
Trouble is, you do that with the K3S and things get pulled out.
test weekend.
Yeah, they've been in here all night.
See you got that. See you got that.
59.
There we go.
Again?
Again?
It's W1 LID.
W1 DIG.
Is that W1 LID?
No. Hold on, I'll check. Congratulations, Gary. 3 new ones.
4, Lou. Make it 4.
4, yeah. I got a new one, too.
On 10 meters?
No, 20.
Oh, anybody can do it on 20, Lou.
I know, but I'm not anybody.
Do it on the manly bands, like 160 or 10, then you come back and talk to me.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Lou.
I'll be back in a minute. The wife's pulling up NJ2US.
That was Nick, too. Hi, Nick.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Good evening, Lou. You want a new radio?
What was that?
What, you want a new radio?
No.
Sounds pretty good.
Lou, the guys in Zambia knew you.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, of course they did. When I get on a plane, I don't fall down. He's 79 years old. He's running up the ramp.
Well, his people blamed it on the wind.
What was this?
He had the wind.
He blamed what on the wind?
His incident on the stairs.
Oh, God.
But he was running up them.
The wind.
How old is he? 76? 78?
Yeah, he's way up there.
Well, he's in my neighborhood.
I think he's got you beat by about 3.
Oh, boy. Oh, well, yeah, he must be 79. Hi, Paul.
Good evening, Lou.
These guys that are behaving themselves?
Of course they are. They're all using their new toys. They all sound great.
Yeah, Nick sounds really good tonight.
Yeah, I'm running a new amplifier.
Yeah, it makes their voice sound much richer, warmer.
Well, what are you running? An OM?
Yeah, the 2000A. This is a 2000A net now.
Nice.
But Lou, it's not the OMs, they're ACOMs.
ACOM, okay.
I've got one too.
This net buys in bulk, Lou.
I know. I'm just wondering what it'll be next month.
The one I found for myself and for Nick truly were never open. When we got them today, they had never ever been open.
Oh wow, what a find! And a good price, right?
Oh yeah, less than what people were actively selling used and abused ones for on QTH.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just seen the space station go overhead.
You wave?
Yeah, it wouldn't do any good. Went right over the top of you, Paul.
Well, I'm stuck in the basement, Lou.
Yeah, it was 840. It went over. And it lost the sunlight, went out.
You sitting naked in your hot tub again?
I wouldn't dare broadcast that.
Oh, is that a secret?
Yeah. I spent 2 hours trying to work him on 17 meters. He come back one time. Finally nailed him on 20, so that's a new one. I'm 213 now. So 10 was open, huh?
It was open to, you saw it deep into Africa and deep into Central and South America.
Nice. What's the solar flux? Is it 80?
Hold on a sec. I'm saving this file. I'll tell you what it is. I see solar flux, Lou. Where was I? Just had it up here a second ago. Oh, man, where was it? 29 for the A index.
Yeah, that's a disruption.
And NC3Z on the top of the hour.
WNDIG.
W2NER.
Whiskey 1, Pop Echo Fox.
6510.
Again?
KKB 6510.
What's your call sign?
KKB 6510.
It's not a full moon either.
Yeah, the nuts are out. So the solar flux is up to 80 right now, Lou.
I guessed that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 10 meters will be open. Yeah, that's good. Cycle 25, come on, baby. My last cycle. I'm gonna go out with a bang, Paul.
Yeah, you're going to be here long after a lot of others have gone.
Right.
Hey, remember, you got your shots, I got my shots. There's a lot of idiots still running around out there. No masks, no shots.
Yeah, they sure are.
I was seeing something on one channel that there are a lot of healthcare workers who haven't gotten the shot either.
That's surprising,
Yeah, because especially if you got to go to the doctor, you don't want to be around any sick people. I don't know. We're kind of all gone crazy, I think.
Well, man is designed that way,
I think you're right, Lou.
NJ2US.
How was it, Jeff? Did you get a lot of wind?
No. Really, nothing out of the unusual here at all.
Yeah, they were predicting heavy winds. Even Gary was supposed to get them. That blew itself out.
Night before last, we had a pretty good thunderstorm, the closest striking lightning in over a season. First big thunderstorm of the season with a couple pretty close strikes within a mile of here.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's 4 seconds a mile.
Yeah, I mean, that's the old-fashioned way of doing it. I just went to lightningmaps.org and I was plotting the strikes in the right in the vicinity.
Oh boy, right close. Ground to ground? I mean, sky to ground?
Yeah, I think the strikes that get recorded by lightningmaps.org are cloud to ground.
Okay.
And they label every strike.
Oh, a numerical tag?
Yep. And I have a funny feeling that's for use by the insurance agencies.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, if you try to claim something and there wasn't a strike.
Yeah, so if you're gonna claim something, wait for a storm nearby and just pick the closest strike. Lou, I sold your amplifier, sorry to say.
Oh, it's okay. It is nice. I like it where it's light, That's the nice part.
Yeah, it's a swell amplifier. A kid down in Tennessee picked it up. Well, he bought it and I shipped it to him. I guess I better be a little more accurate nowadays.
Oh, yeah, I won't pick it apart.
Gary, have you discovered how to check your bias?
I don't have any bias. I can see it on the menu. What do you mean?
Well, in the new controller, you have to be in standby. Then you press service, and then you press the bias button, and it'll read out three groups of voltage and currents. The first one is the resting plate bias, which should be between 370 and 380. Actually, the book calls for 375 optimum, but here's the thing. The RCU only reads it out in 10-degree increments, so it bounces between 870 and 880.
me. Jeff, watch the space station go by.
Yeah, was that last night at 7:50?
Yeah, but I didn't see it last night. I just seen it at 8:40 over here in Connecticut.
Tonight?
Yeah, it's kind of northerly for us, but it was very visible.
Yeah, I've watched it go overhead many times. It's almost kind of boring now.
Oh, just a light.
Yeah, just a big bright star moving across the sky at a pretty good clip. I mean, it's cool, but it does get old.
Yeah. And there does that. What's that up, about 200 miles?
I really don't know.
Yeah, I have to bring it up on the internet, check it.
You can shoot up to 1930.
Oh, yeah, they would know.
Lou, you missed it. Ray came down here earlier to talk to me and Jeff, asking some technical questions.
Oh, man.
So they raised the answers back up to 1930.
Back in a second, I have to transport the dog.
I missed him.
He showed up here without an amplifier turned on. We gave him hell for that.
I'm the only lucky one. I'm the Oracle. You should tell Ray that. I'm afraid if I go up there, though, Jerry, they'll yell at me.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I'll find something wrong.
And C30. W2 NER.
W1DIG.
Whiskey 1 Papa Echo Fox.
Paul, did you do any HF work?
No, Lou, I'm sitting here bemoaning my fate in life. I updated my logbook of the world, TQSL, and now my logging programs won't work.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I even tried to use NetLogger and put it in there, so something's amiss.
Sounds like you'll be calling Monday.
Oh, I already put in a trouble ticket with HRD, but, it's strange, I don't know why they make it so damn complicated.
Yeah, it is. I really cross both fingers, both hands and toes when I have to upload it. Put a new TQSL in or something.
That's it. Lou, I let it expire by a day, so I had to go do it all over again. And they sent an email, and I did the email, just followed the directions, and it put it out there. I can go see my certificate. It's fine, but HRD won't accept it, and NetLogger won't accept it.
Yeah, I feel your pain. Been there.
Well, I have 3 years. I bought their service for 3 years, so hopefully they'll call and maybe link up with the computer and take a look at what's going on. I've had trouble with their log, with their database and everything else, too. So their labels don't print right. If you want to do a label for your QSO, it doesn't work, So I'm wondering, have I made a mistake in just, it's just not, I should probably look for another logging program.
Well, work with them. They'll straighten you out. Keep some notes. Make some notes.
I have a stack of printouts here, Lou, from going to ARRL about TSQL, and I have, stacks of paper. You could go blind reading all the crap.
NJ2US.
Welcome back, Jeff.
It's good to be back.
what do you use for coax switches?
Alpha Deltas.
Yeah, okay, that's what I have. And seems like I had a dirty spot, and mine are new. And I went to one spot, and it was open. So I clicked it back and forth, and it was okay. So I don't know. Maybe there was a piece of something in there or whatever, but I didn't like that. I didn't think that would happen.
No, that's a little unsettling.
Yeah. Just do it again.
You said it was a new switch?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to fool with it now, you know. I got to make note of it, and I'm going to see if it'll do it again. If it does it again, I'll call them.
Be back in a moment. NC30.
That's the Cadillac, right?
Yeah. I mean, but you do read bad stories about him occasionally.
Yeah.
I also have a pair of Daiwas. They're very rugged, very heavy, and you take them apart, and there's not a whole lot that could go wrong inside of them.
I'll be back. I got to do something for the wife. WND.
Oh, man, they're dropping like flies on this frequency. K2BU.
Hello, Chaz.
It's a Whiskey 1, Papa Echo Fox.
Hello, Paul.
Good evening, sir. How you doing?
Hello, Chaz. Hey, have you guys got your amplifiers?
Yes, we did.
Everything as expected?
Yep. Brandy new.
Very good. Hello, Jeff, Gary, Paul.
Yeah, I'd say ACOM is very well represented here on 1855.
I would say so. Nick, I do have a question for you. I know you had a 2100. I think you liked that amplifier very much, didn't you?
Yes, it was a good amp. Why, you get one?
I have a chance to buy one.
What's the cost?
Around $3,000.
That's actually a good deal.
If I'm correct, is the warranty transferable?
I'm not sure.
Because if you buy it new, there is a 2-year warranty.
Yes, that's correct.
Probably a good question to ask DX Engineering. I know you guys were a little afraid of the 2, but I think the 2 is pretty rugged.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old story, Chaz. If you don't abuse it, it should last your lifetime.
Could run legal limit, too, I would think.
Oh, easily.
It doesn't have as much dissipation as you guys have with the GU74s, but it's not bad.
Well, that's pretty debatable. Was that? What did you say was a 1500, right?
2100.
No, I mean the tube.
No, it's a 4CX 1000.
Oh, it's a 1000. Okay.
I'm back. Hi, Chaz.
Hey, Louie, how you doing?
Oh, we're doing good. Hope everything's fine with you guys.
We're hanging in there. I just knew that you had one, Nick, and I was wondering what your opinion was.
Yeah, I don't have anything negative. It's a good amplifier.
Except it is manual tune.
Yes, that's correct.
But it's pretty simple if you follow the meter.
Only ACOMs do, actually.
I double with you. If you follow the meter, it's pretty simple.
Yep, very simple.
You
could go up and down the band if your SWR was good?
You had a double. What was that?
If you went 50 kc up the band or 100 kc up the band, do you have to retune it?
Not necessarily, but of course, it only takes just a quick tick of the knob. It's nothing.
Yeah, okay. I was wondering how it would match up very nicely with the HF Auto.
I'm back. NC3C.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Chaz, what's going on?
Guys are nice and loud tonight.
Yeah, that's good. I put the vertical back up again.
And you got your amplifier today, right?
Yep. Anyways, NC3Z on the 20.
NJ2US.
W1TIG.
J2BU.
Whiskey 1 Papa Fox.
Paul said I made my audio sound better.
I think all three of you sound better. The amp, I think, makes your voice sound deeper, richer, fuller.
But the amazing thing, Chaz, is that the amplifier, the ACOM, without a tuner, loads my vertical from one end of 160 to the other. The same vertical that the SPE would not work, and what the idiot said over there, that is an SWR problem.
Well, what is your worst SWR on the band?
My best SWR is about 2.3 to 1, and the worst is up above 1930, it's above 4.
And the ACOM will tune it, no problem.
Yep, load it up perfectly, no problem.
How about that?
How much reflective power do you show?
Well, we're the worst case is right up in the last green segment, right about 300 watts reflected. One more dot and it would be into a range it wouldn't like.
How about here at your 2.5 to 1? What do you see?
Oh, somewhere around probably the 150, 100, 150 range. I don't remember offhand.
You can't see her from there?
No, I'm back on the tuner again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the spec on that amplifier is only 2 to 1 on 160.
Correct.
Wow. That's impressive.
That shows you how much of a dog those SPEs are. I wouldn't sell an SPE even to Lou.
I thought Lou was going to buy a new amplifier.
Well,
I will return in less than 1 minute. NJ2US.
actually just sold it.
Oh, you mean you were too slow?
Yeah, it's too much. I didn't need that.
Hey, you only go around once, Lou.
I know.
I mean, look at Nick. He's been around about 10 times.
I know. I've read his list.
I don't blame him.
Every month because he keeps updating it.
I don't blame him. If I could play with all that different equipment, I would like that too.
That's right. I always have fun.
Are you liking that Sun Radio, or are you going to discard that?
What was that?
Are you going to keep the Sun Radio?
I sold it.
Oh, all right. Okay. You know, who knows how long it's going to take for the new software. You broke up. You're not keen.
It's supposed to come out this year.
I don't know how the thing's going to have pure signal with only one ADC.
Well, it's just an additional VFO is all it is.
Right, I understand. And what do you got now? Just the 890? Oh, no, you got a K3.
I've got both. I've got the 890 and the K3.
There you go. Well, good for you.
NJ2US.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back. Wife comes home, got to unpack the bags, move the dog, feed the cats, all the chores that have been piling up, they caught up to me. Sure up in Connecticut playing bingo. No wins.
Oh, what town? I mean, what reservation?
Foxwoods.
Okay.
Hey, Chaz?
You guys look nice and clean on the ACOM.
Oh, yeah. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I tried tuning in my 6.9 to 1 SWR here on 160, and I got a big red message that said reflective power is 640 watts. No can do.
Yeah, but the thing is, you were able to see the terrain in Siberia.
Yeah, you're right. Or Afghanistan.
Let me see your signal, Gary.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where my signal at? ABCD, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Are you on the Anon or the 890?
No, I'm on the Anon.
Okay, very good.
Hey, Chaz, I'm on the Anon without the coupler.
Yeah, you're using the internal one. It's looking really good.
Yeah, driving the amp with just the internal coupling, and that's it. That's all I got here.
What's your S attenuation like on the internal one?
12.
There you go. Very good. Let me see how you look, Nick.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Quite acceptable. I mean, really, I'm not kidding. It looks pretty good.
It should.
Why?
Because it's me.
Oh, jeez. How come you guys haven't talked Paul into getting it or not?
Well,
or maybe even Lou.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
His wife would divorce him.
Is that right, Lou?
It's a possibility. Well, I would see that. Let me keep the FT5000.
How many years have you been married?
53 this August.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. I don't think she's going to leave you now.
No. I like it thrown on the...
I got 50 coming in this fall.
NC30.
NJ2US.
W2 NER.
A2BU.
Whiskey 1, Pop Echo Fox.
You hear that, Lou? I got 50 coming in this fall, and he's not going to trade me in.
Oh, congratulations. She got married, what, 71?
1971, yes, sir.
Wow. A lot of years, Ted.
A lot of good years.
Oh, yeah.
These young punks on here, they're messing with fire.
No, not me. I'm on my third.
Oh, you changed them. Get the heck out of here.
What?
You're really on your third marriage?
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
9 lengths.
Third time's a charm.
The other ones I threw back.
I'm 21 years on number 2.
That's okay. Hey, as long as you're happy.
I'm 23.
23 on number 3?
Yep, 23 on number 3.
You must have gotten married very young.
Oh, yeah. I was 22.
I have a state. Ohio wouldn't let me get married. Couldn't buy a beer. They were going to draft my ass, and I couldn't get married.
I had to take a COVID test in 1971.
Yeah, we have blood tests in New Jersey, and trying to think for both of them, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
What are they testing for?
Inbreeding.
That's right. That's right, inbreeding. How about you, Gary? How many years have you been married?
35.
Very good.
Actually coming to 36 in 2 months.
So you're wrapping your world adventure around the anniversary, huh?
We always do.
Hey, I'll catch you guys another night. Enjoy your new amplifiers. Have fun. J2BU.
So long, Chaz. Have a good night.
Okay, Chaz.
73,
All right, see you, Chaz.
Good night, Chaz.
Well, Whiskey 1, Pop Echo Fox, I better go let the dogs out again. This is the last night. I won't see you tomorrow night. Wife comes home, so we'll have a happy reunion.
All right,
Pop
Paul.
Echo Fox clear.
All right, Paul. Have a good night.
Take
See you,
care,
Paul.
Geez, I'm wide-eyed and bushy-tailed here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, give it 5 minutes.
Yeah, it can happen.
How are you finding the Gary and Nick, the forward power as it reads out on your control unit? It's is it a little laggy behind like your LP 700 and 100s?
Seems pretty good. I don't. I'm getting arc faults from time.
All right, that's start checking your coax connections, especially even though that's a new amplifier. I'm curious how snug you think that PL259 fit into the RF out jack.
Yeah, I got to do that.
Hey, let me see here. Forward power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it's really laggy compared to the LP.
Yeah, that's what I see here too.
Let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, it's a little laggy. I wouldn't say it was terrible.
No, and it reads a little short. So, for example, 1300, I maybe see 1100 on the bar graph. But the whistle evens up.
You using that that software, Gary?
What software?
What the hell is it called? That I think Jeff is using.
Oh, ACOM Director?
Yeah.
I actually stopped using it because unless I'm missing something, it doesn't have the tune button isn't on there.
It didn't do anything for me.
Yeah. We don't have a tune button.
I'm playing with DDU Till right now.
Well, I have the RC1216H box, and that replicates every control on the RCU. It's not as pretty as a color screen, but what I do like about it is you can show all the parameters at the same time instead of having to step through them.
Was on the new control box?
No, on the new control box is like yours. I can only see two parameters at a time side by side. Using the RC1216 box as a web browser, I can browse to the ACOM control and I can see all the parameters at the same time. In other words, it displays all of them in a list format.
What do you mean browse the ACOM control?
The RC1216 box has got a built-in web server.
And where is it getting the data from?
I'm getting it right from the RS-232 port.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's reading the same cable I would have used with Director or anything like that, like you're using with DDU, so it's a 2, 3, and 5 cable.
What the hell's an RC1216?
It's a remote box that works with the Expert, the SPE 1.5, Step IR, the ACOM 2000, and what it does is it allows you to remote control the ACOM. You can turn the power on and off. You can turn the mains on and off if you have an external 240-volt relay, and you can you can see the watt meter. It's like Director, only a little bit more full-featured than the Director.
Yeah, send me the link on that.
Yeah, it's remoterig.com. I'll send it to you.
Since I made a little program for my KPA 500s, I may play around with that since I've got the command set now, play around with making my own little interface to emulate, because the software I made for the KPA emulates what that little remote box did, that DDU box, so yeah, I'll do the same thing for the ACOM so I can get everything up at once.
Yeah, well, so what's that written in?
It's a program called LabVIEW.
See, it looks suspiciously like Node-RED.
LabVIEW I've been using. I was using LabVIEW pre-Windows. I was writing it on Macintosh because there was no Windows graphical interface back then.
Yeah, it's very cool. I was looking at it.
It goes back a long. It was probably late '80s, early '90s that I started doing stuff with that. I got turned on to it when I was working with the guys up at Johns Hopkins at the Applied Physics Lab, and they turned me on to it, and I did a lot. I started playing around with it a lot.
from a day when when COM ports were all the rage.
Yep, NC3C.
NJ2US.
W2NER.
W1TIC.
What I was doing RS-232 and GPIB command and control.
Yeah, back in those days, I was wiring VT100s and televideo terminals, running what was it, RS-232 cable through buildings, and actually having to agonize over DTR, DSR.
A bunch of little programs that we actually sold under the Raquel name, but I did it for a bunch of different banking applications. I even had a little piece of software that I wrote that was flew on, I don't know if you know what the Uriah aircraft are, but it flew on the Uriah program. Do a search for ARIA aircraft.
Yep, I see it.
It's called a Jimmy Durante aircraft.
Yeah, sure looks like it. Advanced Range Instrumentation Aircraft.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
You find any lag with that 1216?
Same as the RCU. I'm on standby for a second. I have the amp in standby for a second. I'm loading some software in. Yeah, it's the same as the RCU.
It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth $300 though, to be honest.
Better than 800.
Yeah, what I like about it is every feature is repeated in the web interface, which is kind of neat. It uses a regular web browser. So what happened, I fired it up, and I accidentally clicked the power button, and when I did that, it turned it put my amplifier. It actually switched the amplifier off, so I have to go through another. I'm going through another 150-second warm-up period.
Now you can power.
You getting those arc faults?
Yep, I got to go through the warm-up because I accidentally turned it off. You can turn the amp on and off with that software, too?
Yes. All right, whoa. I'll confess what I just did there. I drove the power up to about 60 watts because the amplifier was on standby. We saw about 2,200 watts there for a brief second.
So what drive level do you need for a legal limit here?
About 33 watts.
See how much power I'm putting out right now.
Yeah, you won't get an overdrive warning, but if you accidentally feed 65 watts in it, you'll see some pretty impressive numbers. So, Nick, my only complaint with that RC1216H is it's if you're sitting at the desk with it, it's easy to get out of sync with the RCU. And like I did there, I accidentally hit the power button, which I thought it was turning it on, but what it actually did, it toggled it off. So that was a bit of a, that's a bit of a kludge.
Pretty. When did you get that?
It came, what's today, Saturday? I got it, it arrived yesterday from HRO Woodbridge. They had it in stock.
Oh, this is a new addition for you.
Yeah, the RC1216. Now, what I liked about it is it'll also work with my SPE.
What's with the Ethernet port?
That's how That's how it connects to the internet. So it's got its own built-in web server. You don't even need a PC. You can just attach this to your router, set it up on an IP address, open a port in your firewall, and you can actually log into this thing from your iPhone and control your amplifier.
What's the USB port for?
Initial setup. So it comes on 192.168.0.126, some weird address. And so if you don't want to temporarily reconfigure your Ethernet, you can configure it on USB, and then once you configure it on USB, you can go right to the network.
Okay.
Which is pretty convenient, actually. It does what it advertises. I don't think I'm getting $300 worth out of it, though. But I actually debated today whether I'm going to send it back or not. But I like it because, and if you can believe this, when I'm leaning back in the chair, I can mouse click on any feature, right? I can look at parameters. I can go from operate to standby. I can do an auto tune. I can switch bands without having to reach over to the RCU. Now, that's pretty doggone lazy, but I'm just saying.
No, I get it. We're supposed to get lazy as we get older.
Well, the whole thing is you're sitting back in the chair, you're comfortable, you're leaning back, and you got the boom microphone pulled over, you got your push to talk switch, and you want to do something on the amp, you just go to the web browser and click the mouse. That's the way we live nowadays.
Does it read the error messages on there too?
It does.
WNC30.
NJ2US.
W2 anywhere.
W1DIC.
I think it would be. I mean, honestly, it would probably be a pretty good value at $169 or even $199.
Yeah, it's a little pricey.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So Acom, if you watch that video, they're introducing a box that looks exactly like this, right? So that does exactly the same thing. It's almost like what they did. They bought this from Remote Rig, and they're putting the Acom name on it, and they'll probably sell for $600.
Yeah, it's true.
And Gary, if you remember, you sent this link to me for this box many months ago.
Probably did.
Again, I think because it was a pretty good way to control the SPE when I was doing the remote stuff. I think the other interesting thing about it is there was a firmware update in November of 2020, I believe. So it's still kind of like a product that's alive.
Okay, let me see where I'm at here. That's a bit more power here than I thought to drive it to 1,500 watts. I'm doing about 49 watts.
You talking on a carrier?
No, on voice.
Let's see here. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Ooh, man, that's easy to overshoot 1,500. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm seeing 1490, 1490, 1460. Let me see what that is when I go to standby. All right, 1 2 3 4 5, 42 watts, 42. About 42, 37, 37, 42 watts is giving me 1,500.
That sounds right.
It's a little bit easier to do it with a carrier.
Oh, I know. It's just a little bit different. I'm looking at it on the P-Cold. P-Cold is probably the P-Cold going pretty slow.
I think I have mine set at 1 second. I think the default is 2 seconds.
Good night, W1DIC.
Good night, Lou.
See you, Lou.
So long, Lou.
I'm going to put the LP100 in tune mode and get an accurate reading for what gives me 1,500 watts.
About 1350, and hello, yeah, close.
.42 watts gives me 1,500.
Carrier?
Yeah, carrier. Yeah, pure carrier 42, and that's the LP100 in tune mode. I'm in. That's in default. When I do an auto tune, I get about 40, 50 watts less for the same given drive power.
Yeah, I have to run it to a dummy load and see what it does. What's the spec on the drive? I think isn't it like 50 to 60 watts?
The spec is 40 to 60.
Yeah. Okay.
But 60 will give you $2,000. You know, when I see guys casually describe it in their YouTube videos, you know, you hear them say things like, 50 watts gives me legal limit. And I'm thinking to myself, well, does 50 watts give you legal limit, or did you just make that up? But I just want to keep a benchmark of that, right? So I know right now 42 should give me 1,500. So, you know, 3, 4, 5 months from now, if 42 only gives me 1,100, then I know I got something going on. It'd be time to pull out one of them spare sets.
Or keep driving a drive up until it goes.
Well, that's what a lot of guys do, and I think if you talk to ACOM, they'll tell you that's perfectly legit. Now, these are the original tubes in here. The tubes I'm using are the original.
Yeah.
I don't know how many hours the previous owner used it, though. It's I don't think he beat it up. Because I think that would show up in all those voltage and current readings we were comparing earlier. I think that's a pretty good that's a pretty good pulse of what's going on inside the box by looking at all those voltages and currents.
I'll hook it back up to the dummy load tomorrow and set it up on the dummy load.
You have a 2,500 watt dummy load?
No, but we got a nice bird dummy load that I've mounted some fans to. It's all heat sink, and I put some high-speed fans on it.
Yeah, I got the Cantena here. Funny way to look at it, I think it only says it's up to 1,000 watts. I mean, this thing looks like it could do 2,000 watts.
Yeah, just keep it cool, keep it brief.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, I'm going to head downstairs, so I'll talk to you all later. NC3Z.
Yep, same here. Good night, all. NJ2US.
Yep, I'll do the same. Good night, all. W2 and ER.
Tell you real quick, one meter that does not work worth a damn is the one in the MFJ.
Yeah. That's our relative field strength meter.
Yeah, NC3Z.